Yep. Good morning, everybody. It is Kelby joined with Drew. We are here for the culture episode, and today is consistency in everything. What's going on, man?
Another Friday. Very beautiful outside.
We're being consistent with this podcast.
Yeah.
And the weather is not being consistent.
No, it's supposed to snow next Tuesday.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. I don't understand. Ohio is very bipolar. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. It literally snowed in May. I think
last year.
Yeah, last year or 2 years ago.
Last year. We had like almost 6 inches or something.
Yeah, so I don't trust it.
Anyway, consistency in everything. Core value number 5. Every process and decision must be held under the core values lens and executed the same as the one before. No person or task is greater or worse than the next. Consistency.
Consistency is a huge part in everything. All these are, but in everything that you do, even if you don't see the same results in the day you worked, you're consistent.
Mm-hmm.
If you stick to the plan, you're consistent. If you work out every single day, you're consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a change in the mirror the next day. You don't see a change in work the next day. The job doesn't get finished in one day.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be consistent.
Well, I mean, we both listen to Andy Frisella in the 75 Hard program. That's the whole point of that program. It's just 75 days of
Consistency.
Multiple tasks, minor tasks to some. But it's just the consistency of it. And then he has the power list that he talks about a lot, just doing the 5 tasks a day, but staying consistent. When you start stacking those wins, small wins, starts turning into 7 days in a row or 3 months in a row or a couple years in a row, that can take you real far in life.
Huge. I mean, if you see something in your life that is out of place, or you feel like you're in a dark zone, are you being consistent? Are you sticking to your plans? Are you sticking to your goals? Are you sticking to everything that you said you would?
Well, I mean, like I said, in the core, you have to be consistent on the core values. Integrity.
Yeah.
Consistently have integrity.
Yeah.
Energy, positive energy is contagious. I mean, in order to have that, you have to stay consistently positive.
Yep.
Effective communication. I mean, communication goes without saying. You have to communicate. You have to be consistently, effectively communicating. Not one day, not feel like I'm bored or I'm tired or I'm lazy, whatever. You can't change that. All around accountability. I mean, it all goes hand in hand. Your purpose, be intentional with your purpose, that standard you set, be intentional with it. The habits. We just had a great conversation on Learn from Tim this morning about becoming self-aware of like stress or something between work and other life and other aspects of your life. Is become self-aware when you're having stress in one aspect because you're focused on another one. Create the habits and just consistently attack them. Set a plan, just consistently attack them. So that's that intentional purpose. Loyalty to your team. You got to keep that loyalty.
Yeah.
Stay consistent because that's going to build trust. That's how you build loyalty, is staying consistent to that team.
I feel like consistency is like the glue out of all of these core values and the glue of your life. I mean, you can't have any of this without consistency. Or, I mean, it won't strive. Integrity won't strive if you're not consistent.
Yeah.
Communication. Yeah.
It creates discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline's that thing where it's when you get off track, you can revert back to it.
Oh, yeah.
And you create that by having consistency in a task. If you want something, you have to continually do it. Like we can't go to the gym in a week and see a complete transformation. Yeah. That's not going to happen. So you have to consistently stay consistent.
Yeah. I mean, even if the gym is a perfect example of this, and work as well. I mean, I guess construction is too, because if you don't follow through the job consistently, it's going to take longer than it should. If you don't follow a diet, and you're not consistent with eating healthy foods, and you keep putting in cheat meals like left and right, then you're not going to see results until later on.
Yeah. Consistency. So, I mean, even if you're coming for a job, put the resume in, put the application in, and be consistent or persistent. I mean, I see them as the same, is just continually check up on that, follow up on it. This can go for every aspect in life. And if we're talking about business, it's when you want that job, consistently call, check on it.
Yeah.
Let them know that you're very interested, having the intention and the initiative to do that. But yeah, just consistency overall. I mean, this was going to be a pretty short one because it is kind of that glue of all these other ones. And it's kind of crazy because it literally sits right in the middle of the paper and all of the other ones surround it. I just realized that.
Yeah.
So that's cool how that works out. But I don't know how much more I have about it until we beat a dead horse. It's just Consistent. Like, be consistent.
It's straightforward. I mean,
I don't know what else to say.
I feel like here's the thing. A lot of people hear be consistent all the time, but they never stick to it for some reason.
Yeah.
It's always, I feel like consistency is the most like core value.
Yeah.
But people are not consistent. They
They
don't
overcomplicate it. And then they also look at a smaller task that what they perceive as a smaller task, and they don't think it's as important as this bigger task. But guess what? Until you can be consistent on the small task, you're never going to be consistent on the large ones.
Just like in 75 Hard, the 45-minute workouts is just as important as the progress picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's the small and large go right hand to hand.
Yep.
And people forget about that all the time. And they're like, where the hell is my progress? And were you consistent? Well, not these days.
Consistency will lead to success 100%. That's the bottom line.
Right.
In anything you do. So
couldn't be more true.
I have nothing else.
Yeah, I think that was that's a mic drop
like
right
I said,
there.
I don't want to just be consistent. So everybody follow, like, share, comment, send us emails with questions. We'll answer them on the show. We want to start answering more questions, get more community involvement. So just engage with us. We're here for you. We want to learn from you guys. We want you to learn from us. We want to see everybody win. You can email Drew or I also with those questions. Drew is DREW, and then Kelby is KELBY. It's at armcoreinc.com, ARMCORPINC.com. And that's all I got.
Share the show so we can grow.
Boom.